Bing bing bong.
You a pirate?
Yeah, well, no, that was me like reversing it. And
You
now we're
sound
back.
more like a pirate than
Sorry for the false alarm,
rap.
everybody. We're having a hell of a morning this morning with all of our tech stuff. Hell of a morning.
Good.
Kay, first and foremost, thank you for being the best moderator who's out there and kicking that bot to the curb. We saw that. Don't worry. Your work doesn't go unnoticed. Kay says you guys look sleepy today, and that, you know what? She's not wrong.
This is fact. I am sleepy.
She's not wrong. It's like dreary outside. It's like all the way down into the 60s today here. It's like, oh, so cold. You know what I'm talking about?
Sometimes I don't know what to say to you.
Well, guys, good to see y'all. It's been a few weeks since we got to hang out. Welcome to the CineBoiz podcast, part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network. If you don't know what Cork Bats is, be sure to follow them on social media at Cork Bats on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Be sure to also visit youtube.com/corkbats for our Cork Bats YouTube page, and visit corkbats.com. What do we have up? Oh, we have our best picture tier list up on corkbats.com if you want to go take a look at that. But we do highly recommend listening to that episode because that was a lot of fun. And we got a lot of praise for that episode. Are we going to win a Webby? Who's to say? But it's possible.
Probably not.
What were the awards that they gave to like the Vine stars? Those are my favorite awards.
Vinies?
I don't remember that.
It was like I think it was a whale, something about a whale. I don't know.
Like
I could be so far off here.
Oh, man. But we're the CineBoiz. We're the movie, TV, gaming branch of Cork Bats. Mob, do you just want to give us some quick gaming stuff just so we can stick to that title? Subtitle?
I've already pre-ordered Harry Potter. Cannot wait to play it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about it.
It looks good. Be on the lookout for Mob. It's not like an online multiplayer game, which I thought it was.
No.
Which
Which
actually
is
makes me
fine.
want it more now.
Overrated.
Now I don't have
Let's
to.
get back to campaigns.
Well, here's the
Yes. Thank you.
thing.
Like, I'm excited.
Matt Boyd just subscribed. If that's who I think it is, good to see you, Matt Boyd. It's been a while.
I'm just excited to sit here with my controller and just immersed.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If it's not, when it comes to like the online kind of like games where you can play some on your own and some online. Like, I get really like self-conscious when I have to play with other people because I feel like I'm really bad.
I am really bad. It's just a fact. I'm not good at video games.
I want to play at my own pace.
So if it's not online, then it's like, yeah, sign me up. So I might check that out. Okay, so let's see. Matt Boyd has subscribed to Cork Bats YouTube page, so thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate that. Goes a long way for us. And then we are the CineBoiz, blah, blah, blah. And you can follow us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/the CineBoiz if you want to watch us live. And then, wow, that was a YouTube. Okay, never mind. My brain is blown. We're live on Twitch, twitch.tv/the CineBoiz. Every time we record. And then you can keep up with us on social media at CineBoiz on Twitter and Instagram. Guys, happy National Amy Day to all who celebrate. Yay! Kevin,
Nice.
you doing anything big for National Amy Day?
I feel like I got to make a quick run to the store and grab some
Did you know it was
flowers or
National
something.
Amy Day?
I didn't.
Yeah.
That seems bad.
Yeah, you look like a jackass
That
now.
seems bad to me.
Who's everyone's favorite Amy? Go.
Oh.
Incredible question.
There's two in my
You
neighborhood.
gave us a layup, and we just
and
all
they know each other.
collectively groaned.
Amy Winehouse. Nailed it.
I was gonna say Amy Armstrong Keith, but that's just me. I don't know.
Dox my wife on the internet, please. Okay. Jeez.
All right, and so Jonesy Joe's in the chat. Good to see you. Kay says, "I love to play on easy mode. I know what I'm about." Hey, weird
me
adults in
too,
the chat.
Kay.
Amy from
I
Val.
love easy mode. Easy mode.
Weird adult says, "Amy from Val Kilmer Mars movie." You mean Red Planet?
Oh,
I forgot about that movie.
That's
I
it.
never saw that.
I like his. Who said it? I like
Weird
their
Adult?
title better. Weird adult. I
Yeah,
like their
Weird
title
Adult
better.
should title movies, and it should just be very, very just specific and to the point. Like Amy,
You know
like Val
what-
Kilmer Mars movie is.
That'd be a good,
Yeah.
good game. Is he just like titles a bunch of movies, and we have to guess what they are.
Yeah.
From
I like
now
that.
on, all movie titles have to include the main character's actor or actress's name, and then a description of the movie.
So it's like the Harry Potter books. It's like Harry Potter and the whatever.
Yeah.
Timothy
Val Kilmer and
Chalamet in the desert,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
Jones
Winds
says,
of Tremora.
Speaking of Val, I watched his movie Val, which is actually pretty good.
I still need to see that.
See, that's the perfect title for a movie.
It's a perfect title for a
Honestly,
movie. Like,
yeah.
you know what you're getting. Who
Right,
else is
yeah.
named Val?
I don't know anyone.
I don't know a single
I
person.
actually know another. Well, her name is Valerie.
I know Valerie.
That's Valerie.
a
That's
good
not
point.
Val.
Val for short.
All right. Well, here's the thing. It's National Amy Day, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the CineBoiz podcast, and I am joined by my 3 other co-hosts today. Let's start with Tom. Tom, how are you?
Hey, I'm tired.
That's
Sleepy
I think
today.
we all kind of are, but I mean, you have the best excuse to be tired. None of
And
us have a
that's
baby.
the excuse I'm gonna use. She She
Well,
keeps
here's the
us
thing.
up sometimes.
I know you're tired, but what are you big on?
I was thinking about that, and I think I'm just gonna do a continuation of what I said a couple weeks ago. And once again, I'm big on physical media.
Hey, I know
so
Tom
as
gets
I
the paper.
as I shared a couple weeks ago, I've started my own Blu-ray collection, and I watched one of those movies last night that I bought a couple weeks ago. A little movie called Thief. I don't know if you guys have seen or heard of it.
1981, James Caan.
Yes. I'd never seen it, so it was really kind of like a $40 gamble
Really,
that I took.
1981?
But watched it last
I'm
night,
blessed.
loved it, and I can't wait to keep this train rolling.
Kay says, me too. She loves physical media.
I think I'm going to start because things just come and go off streaming so quickly that I'm.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
I think for me, I don't have the space for physical media. I got to do digital. When I get a little more space, maybe I'll start a
a nice
collection.
little shelf. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, thanks, Tom. Glad you're here. And hopefully you can take a nap today when we're done, I'd say.
Probably can.
Let's move on to Mob.
Probably can't.
Mob, how are you?
Howdy.
I'm sorry, Nashville Mob. Soon to be. What do you think your nickname will be when you relocate? Is it just Casey Mob?
Ooh.
No, that's stupid. It would just be KC Mob, like the KC Mob that actually exists.
Yeah,
that runs the world.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me ask you this: what are you big on?
So, I'm big on Pedro Pascal's jacket.
Ooh.
Like,
good one.
From the show?
Yes. So it all constitutes as Last of Us. Like Last of Us, if it doesn't, I know season 4 of Succession is coming out this year. So this is a big, way too early prediction. But The Last of Us is the best TV show of this year. Like it's just
It's so good.
2 episodes in and it's phenomenal.
I know you guys are. I know Tom. You're waiting till it's all done. Don't just start watching it.
I think I
It's-
kind of
I've
am
got-
too.
I'm
sort
trying
of
to
with Tom on
finish-
this one.
It's too
Andor.
good.
You can do all of it.
I don't want to overwhelm myself because then I never will get it done.
Yeah.
But specifically in Last of Us, his jacket, like I watched that show and I'm like, I need to find that jacket. And I found it. I know exactly what jacket it is.
They
And-
sell a jacket called Pedro Pascal jacket now.
Yeah.
Because so many people have wanted to buy
And
it.
I've thought of buying
Look
it, but
this
then
up.
I'm like, when I buy it and put it on, I know I'm just not going to look as cool, and it's just going to make me feel worse about myself
Well-
that I'm not Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about cool clothes. I don't go anywhere that warrants cool clothes anymore. What do? I go to work, go to the grocery store. I'm not going to the clubs with
Yeah,
the
but man,
youths.
It's not. That's not a clubbing jacket. You kidding me? Actually, I don't
It's
know
a-
what a clubbing jacket is.
It's
I've
not
never
at
done
all.
looks like
clubbing
It's more
in
like
my
a
life.
it's a
Hanging
cabin
by
jacket.
hanging by a fire, sipping whiskey.
I don't
Right.
have I'm not going to I don't have a cabin to go to. I'm not
That
going to
is
make
nice.
I've seen Cowboy Kevin. He exists.
Cowboy Kevin.
Yeah.
that guy died a long
I
time
don't think
ago.
Yeah, I think 90% of everything I wear is like lounge or athletic wear now because
Yeah.
I just hang out at home. I work from home, and then sometimes I need to go to the store.
It's rare that I don't have pants on that are elastic waist at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kay says
it's getting to that
stretchy.
point for everybody that there's now a company that makes suits made of like sweatshirt material.
Yeah, Nick Miller and
the swoop.
the swoop.
Yeah.
They have a
But
real,
it's like it's real now. I
know,
see
they have real beef
advertisements for it
about
all
that
the
one.
time, and they look pretty nice.
the swoot.
Kay says, Mob, from experience, you will feel great wearing a favorite character's clothes. Get jacket.
Which one do you have, Kay? That's what I want to know. It sounds like you have one. And should I get the jacket that Ryan Gosling wears in Drive?
Well,
Yes.
yes.
On the back?
Absolutely.
You should definitely get the watch he wears and drive. That thing's
Yeah.
sick. Anyways, Kevin, how are you?
I'm good.
Let me ask you this. What are you big on?
There's a weird one this week.
Okay.
I'm big on general anesthesia. I had a quick outpatient procedure 2 days ago, just a quick endoscopy to check some things in my gut for some food allergy type stuff. And I got put under and I woke up feeling amazing. There's
Nice.
some pretty good recordings my wife took of me rambling right after. I said some things about the Chiefs. I said some things about dilly bars and Dairy Queen. Said a couple things about Toy Story. So I
Sounds
felt
like great content.
yeah, I woke up feeling very rested, just so rested. It was so great.
Where
That's
where
wild.
from
I
the
don't
bowels
know.
of your mind does dilly bars come from?
So I don't know where it came. I think I was talking about foods I wanted to eat, and I was like, I want a dilly bar
Dilly bar.
right now.
Jeez.
And then I said something like, I want a dilly bar, not a Buster bar. Don't you dare bring me a Buster bar.
What's a Buster
If you
bar?
bring me a
Buster
Buster
bar is just
I
a
send
dilly
it
bar
back.
covered in peanuts.
Oh yeah, no, get that out of here.
No,
Don't
you
bring me a
want that.
Buster bar. And then I'm pretty sure I said something like, you know who eats Buster bars? Joe Burrow and Jackson Mahomes eat Buster bars. So
Get him.
I'll have to send you guys recordings. It's pretty
Get
funny,
'em.
but yeah, best nap I've ever had. Truly.
That's
Nice.
great, buddy.
How do I get my hands on some of that stuff?
That's great.
Breathe in a little bit.
I know some people. Anyways, moving on.
You have any good surgery stories or anything like that lately?
Well, not lately. The latest I have was I got my wisdom teeth taken out maybe a year and a half ago, and they put me under for that. And honestly, that was the weirdest thing because it was the quickest. I didn't really have any pain afterwards. I felt fine
nice.
within maybe 8 hours.
A lot of people don't now with the wisdom teeth.
That's
It's
weird.
mostly if you have teeth pulled or not teeth pulled, if you have root canals and stuff is where.
Yeah.
I just whenever I went under, apparently this was before we got married, and I was telling the dentist or the surgeon or whoever, I was like, we're getting married. We're getting married, and her dad's paying for it. I kept telling him that.
Here, let's see if you guys can hear this. Tell me if you can hear this.
No.
No, we can't
I
hear
can't
it.
really.
It's
No.
not
It's
working.
too
dude.
crackly.
Sorry. Oh man. Well, Kevin,
How does that work? How does that work?
Kevin, I'm
don't
glad you're
understand
here.
this.
I'm glad you survived your surgery.
Yeah, it wasn't really surgery. I just
Oh,
got a
okay.
nice little. It was just
Get a
just
probe.
stick a tube down your throat,
Ah.
and then, but you got to be unconscious for that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. That sounds bad. All right. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm big on. You ready for it?
Hit me.
I'm big on
Go.
the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm not big on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals can go fuck themselves.
I'm nervous.
We're going to win tomorrow. I feel it. I feel
I'm
confident. Not a sports podcast.
Well, so if you're listening to this on
Monday, we'll either be
Apple or
very.
Spotify, we either did or did not win, and we are either very happy or very depressed right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to be. Here's the thing. I was telling my friends last night. I'm not going to be good if we lose.
Oh no, it's gonna be
I will
bad.
not be okay.
This is
I will
the
not be
biggest-
okay.
in
I'm
my
struggling to
memory-
think of the last team that I disliked more than this Bengals team, and I can't remember one.
Right.
Can I-
Like from a team, like a personal rivalry, not like the Patriots, not anything like that.
Can I get something off my chest?
Yeah,
Well, I
go for
like
it.
About
I
it all.
like the Bengals kind of, but I hate the fans in the city.
But here's my thing, okay?
Stupid city.
They're calling it Burrowhead, which fine, whatever, because Joe Burrow's beat Patrick Mahomes 3 times, right? Does anyone want to point out the fact that Baker Mayfield beat Joe Burrow 3 times in a row and no one says anything about that?
It is kind of funny.
But guess what happened the 4th time? Joe Burrow won.
It's a prophecy.
So
It's a
you heard it
prophecy.
here first, folks. Baker
All right.
Mayfield.
Well, here's the thing. Not a sports podcast. It's just the
Better
only thing
than
I've been
Mahomes?
thinking about all week. I've been had
Yeah, me
dreams
too.
about.
Sorry.
Me too.
It's been a really stressful week. So go
This
There's
Chiefs.
been a lot of
Longest
Chiefs
week.
dreams this week.
There's a lot of Chiefs dreams.
I don't know if I believe them or not,
interpret for everybody.
But
It's weird that I've become the dream interpreter for our friend group.
yeah, I meant to Photoshop your head on a picture of Donny Osmond with the Technicolor dream coat, but
Damn it, Gav.
I have
Anyways.
not yet gotten around to it.
Let's talk Oscar nominations today because they came out this week. A lot going on, a lot to talk about. But before we actually dig into the Oscar nominations, we got a huge announcement. The Succession Season 4 trailer just dropped. What's up? You guys excited?
Yes. It's perfect because like The Last of
I
Us
know.
is going to end.
I know.
And then we have like a week break and then Succession starts.
I
It's
know.
like perfection. HBO just understands us.
They
I'm
couldn't
in
have
such a
timed that
weird
better.
spot with Succession in that I haven't watched it and I feel too
Same.
far behind
What
to
are you
start.
doing, Kevin?
Same.
Well, I feel like I'm too far left behind. Like I need it to end all the way, and then I like with Game of Thrones, I can go back and watch it.
No, that's stupid.
But-
Don't stop doing that to yourself, man.
Well, I also, anytime there's a series like this where I'm not immediately watching it like live with the people, I get nervous because what if it ends super crappily? And I know it, like I'm watching it and then the internet's ahead of me and it's like, oh, this was the worst ending of a series I've ever seen. And it's like, all right, well, should I finish? Should I keep going? This is a waste of my time, maybe.
Kevin, it's an HBO series. There's 3 seasons, so that's 30 episodes probably. You watch
30
one episode
episodes
a
of
day,
it,
you'll
and
have it
that's
done in
30
a month.
hours. That's a lot.
One episode a day, you'll have it done in a month.
I can't commit to that
That's
because
such
I like
That's such
I like
bullshit because I know you'll probably go and do something
YouTube
else.
way too much to commit to that. I love guys. I'm maybe addicted to YouTube.
YouTube is great.
That's awesome.
YouTube is pretty good.
The last like month, I have wasted so many hours just not on purpose, just watching YouTube videos. Like I'm still just watching people build log cabins in places I'll never go.
Dude, I do that too.
It's
I
so
love those videos.
dang relaxing.
It is.
And they're like 45 minutes long sometimes.
Yeah.
And I've just found myself just watching a dude build a log cabin, and
Oh,
there
I do
goes
that
my
all the
night.
time.
I love those videos.
So instead of catching up on an important series like any of the things I'm not watching, really, I'm just wasting my time on YouTube.
Gotcha.
And I watch so much YouTube. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm officially a YouTube premium subscriber. I don't deal with ads anymore.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Way to go,
Tough.
man.
It's
Kay
a
says,
lot of money
Kay's
just
asking,
wasted
did
on
you
that.
guys see the Netflix CEO say they've never canceled a successful show? I did
Yeah,
see
I saw that.
And that
They
is a
only
lot.
cancel successful shows.
They only
That's
cancel
crazy.
other ones.
They
Well-
only cancel the ones people don't want to see leave.
Yeah.
It's
But we
such
got
a bad
We got a
model.
new season of Ginny and Georgia, though. So
Such a bad
I
model.
don't even know what that is.
I don't care. Anyways,
I don't think the public's trust has ever been less strong in Netflix than right now. Because why would I watch a Netflix series and get invested in it when I just think, all right, in a season and a half they're going to cancel it? Why would I do it? Unless it's something like Stranger Things, I'm not gonna put in the time.
it's fair. Nobody's asking you to.
No, I'm just. This
I'll
is my
never
critique.
consider that.
I will never consider that.
All right, well, let's get into these Oscar nominations. So Oscar nominations came in on Tuesday. We won't go too in depth, but
Quick
let's just
question before you name them off.
Sure, I'm not going to name anything. I'm just gonna you go.
Oh,
for it,
oh yeah. Well, I guess we're not.
You should know
Can
who's
we
nominated.
go
You should
back
have done
to
your
the-
research.
Can we go back to the days of 5?
The days of 5.
Five nominations.
Nominations. I mean, technically, most categories still do that. It's just
I'm talking strictly Best Picture.
Why?
You just get movies in there that have no business being nominated.
That's a good point.
I want the cream of the crop, baby.
I want
And when
the
we
crop.
talk about watching every Best Picture nomination, I'm going through and like the 7th, 8th, 9th nominations. Like I have no desire to see some of these,
well, it's your
and
job
I
to
know
see
they're
them.
not great.
You're in
It's
the
not-
you're in the industry. It is your job
No,
to see
here's
them.
my
I will
job,
not
Kenny,
see
is to
all of them.
formulate takes based on things that I haven't even watched.
Okay.
I think that's my job here.
Okay.
And I'm
All
not
right.
going to
I'll
watch
make it
Absolutely.
my job then. The good news is I've seen every single one except one of them,
Which one?
Triangle of Sadness, which I've wanted to see for like 3 months.
I just don't. I haven't heard hardly anything good about it.
I've heard
What is
all
that,
good
like White
stuff.
Lotus on a ship?
I don't know.
It
We're
kinda
gonna find
looks
out.
like it.
That's something I've seen. Like I've seen it described that way.
I
There's
don't have a
always-
desire to watch White Lotus.
Like I put too much stock in Rotten Tomato scores, but like I just saw, the graphic of they just put down all the nominations and it's like 90, 92, 94, blah, 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 70 for
Yeah.
Triangle of Sadness.
That's
it's just
still
like,
good.
It's
That's good enough for
fine.
me.
Best
to go
picture
see
though.
something.
Best
It's great.
picture.
I'm happy with it. Megan has a 94 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean anything.
Which I can't
Should have been
wrap my-
nominated.
Can't wrap
No,
my
it shouldn't have.
mind around.
No, I wouldn't
Megan's-
say that.
Megan's fine.
But I think
it's just like
Did you
I had
see
a
it,
great
Kenny?
time.
I'm just
Yes, I did
talking
see it.
according to Kevin's ratings.
No,
Like,
I know you're right, and I said I put too much stock in it. Just when you see that, it's just like best.
Well,
Best. Dolls.
nominations came out on
Scary?
Tuesday. You can look it up on Oscars.com. I don't really want to go through all the nominations, and we're going to do a nominations draft later. So if you're going to be around a little bit later today, we're going to do another episode where we draft nominations. We'll talk about that more, but let's just talk about some snubs. You guys I know you guys have seen the nominations, and is there any snubs in there that you kind of wish you saw or wish somebody got nominated?
I mean, what are we doing with Tom Hanks and Elvis?
Wait, what?
Man
Mom,
alive.
you jokes.
That guy.
That should be a Razzie.
It
I don't
is
know.
nominated
Yeah,
for
should-
I think
Razzie.
Oh,
his
man.
yeah
It should
performance
win
was
for a
nominated
Razzie.
Should for sure win a Razzie.
I forgot.
That
guy's-
I forgot about that he was in that
The
movie.
the combination of him and Austin Butler. I mean, Austin Butler was good as Elvis, but after the fact, knowing that Austin Butler is still stuck in Elvis, it's
Yeah.
such a weird. That's why I can't see it. I haven't seen it yet, and I don't think I can.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
it's I think I'm kind of okay with him not being nominated for Best Supporting Actor, Tom Hanks and Elvis, because it's a weird role and it's a weird movie. I don't dislike that movie.
I was totally kidding.
It doesn't seem like it.
Nah, but
He
were
was-
you though?
seem
He was
dead
pretty
serious.
bad.
Kenny, have you seen Living?
I've not seen Living. No.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that until these nominations.
I
Same
hadn't
with
either.
I think we're gonna get to it, but the one that Andrea Riseborough's in
To Leslie, yeah, we'll talk about
Yeah.
that here in a minute.
apparently
But
has some controversy around
any
it.
snub, like, were you guys disappointed that somebody didn't get in?
If you're trying to hint at Tom Cruise,
I'm not trying to hint at anything. I just
I'm
have
not
that.
like I feel like he was the same
Yeah.
in Top Gun that he is in every movie.
Yeah.
Like if he had gotten nominated, fine. But since he
I'm
didn't,
kind of with you. If you nominate him for
it's
Top
fine.
Gun, you got to retroactively nominate him for like every movie.
For
he's
every
ever done.
movie he's been in.
all the
Like, he
Mission
was-
Impossibles.
I loved it. He was great
Yeah.
in it, but I mean, he didn't get nominated. That's okay.
I don't know if he was the best acting performance in that movie.
I think and I'm not that upset about it because he wouldn't have won, but I would have absolutely loved to see Adam Sandler nominated for Hustle.
Yeah,
Mm.
that would have been cool.
I think that would have been
Ooh,
awesome.
That would have
interesting.
Well, here's the thing. So the reason I bring up Tom Cruise, or the reason I have it in our rundown, is because all the talk was that he was going to get that 5th spot, and he didn't. It went to Paul Mescal for After Sun, which I'm happy about.
Again, that's one I don't even know what it is.
Well, here's the thing. I'm okay with Tom Cruise not getting nominated.
Yeah.
That's my hot take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
It
think it's that
wasn't-
hot.
I
It
am too.
wasn't standout.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't
But
anything
also,
different than
that's not
he's
what the
already
movie's.
done.
The movie's not about like Elvis. The movie is about Austin Butler's performance. You know, some
Wait,
of these
what?
other. It's like it's
Wait,
about the
what?
performance. What?
When did we? I'm confused.
Top Gun is not about Tom Cruise's performance.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
The whole movie.
I was
You-
lost
you
as
took
well.
you took a
I was-
turn
It's
back
about
into
the
Elvis, and I was
flights.
like, I'm lost.
No,
I was tracking.
I'm comparing it. It's about
I see what
the
you're saying.
scenes and like it's the acting actually could have been like subpar in the movie. It wasn't. It could have been, and the movie still would have been very enjoyable.
Right.
That's fair. Any other snubs? Are you guys disappointed about anything else not getting nominated? I know I'm probably asking the wrong crowd.
The only people I really cared about was anyone from Everything Everywhere All at Once, and they all pretty much
got nominated. In fact,
Literally
there were
every one of them.
So Michelle Yeoh,
And-
Ke Kwan, Stephanie Hsu, and Jamie Lee Curtis all got nominated.
Everyone got nominated.
and
Nice.
Brendan Gleeson, which is awesome.
Brendan Gleeson got a nomination for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Everybody got nominated for that movie. It's great.
Actually, if I'm going to say that I'm upset with something about Tom Cruise, it's that he didn't get nominated for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Right. I think every actor should be nominated for that movie. I'll tell you what I'm pissed about, and I think it's a crime. The Batman score is not getting nominated for shit.
That's who that is. Okay.
And
Yeah, that was a great soundtrack.
Okay, that's a good snub. That's a good snub.
I don't understand this. I don't get it, because when I heard that for the first time, like listening to it before I even saw the movie, I was like, my God, this is amazing.
I listen to that soundtrack just hanging out, basically. When I
Yeah.
work, it's
Will
amazing.
you work out?
No, I don't work out.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
But yeah, no, I just think it's a, like, that's the biggest thing this season that I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get why that's not getting nominated for best score. So yeah,
I'd agree with that.
and then of course our friend of the podcast, best friend of the podcast, I would say, James Cameron did not get a nomination for best director.
Good.
Let's go.
Good.
Let's go.
Which is a shame.
Direct a movie I care about.
Which is a shame.
No, it's not.
And then
Absolutely
so the biggest surprise of the Oscar nominations, which has now turned into a crazy story, is Andrea Riseborough was nominated for her performance in the film To Leslie, which people are kind of comparing to like Leaving Las Vegas, kind of just like somebody just dying of alcoholism. So like
Real upbeat.
real heartwarming stuff. But she was nominated for Best Actress, and it had a kind of a very grassroots campaign for this, because the studio, it was an indie film. The studio didn't have the money to do a 4-year consideration campaign, and so essentially they just got famous people to see the movie and then talk about it, and then like eventually it just kind of snowballed into her getting a nomination. Well, now it's coming out that the studio, I don't know who the studio was. I need to go back and take a look at that. But the studio was posting things about the competition on like social media, which is a big no-no apparently. Like you're not supposed to like directly talk about the competition when you do a 4-year consideration campaign. So now this is under review and she might get her nomination revoked.
Yikes.
Wow.
So it's crazy though, because we talked about this. We had a Spotify Live the other night with Do You Like Apples? And we talked about, this was before they announced that they're doing an investigation into it, but we talked about the nomination and how like I'd mentioned that it's cool because it makes it seem like it's more accessible. Like the Oscars for your consideration campaign seems very like hoity-toity and just like rich people in back rooms making deals, and I've never liked that. I do like more of like the transparency and the openness of like maybe a social media campaign. So this was like, oh yeah, it's cool. It's like people like word of mouth got this to get nominated for an Oscar, and then it turns out like, well, here's my theory: is that nobody really cares that anybody said anything on social media about the competition. It's just like the Academy doesn't like looking like idiots, and so now they're like, oh, they got us. We got to do something about this.
Yeah, they're the
makes
best at
sense.
looking like idiots, though. That's the
they're so
funny part about
stupid.
it.
Right.
And that's
They're
why we'll never
so
get,
good at it.
That's why we'll never get screeners, because they listen to our podcast and they know we shit on them all the time.
Look,
Yeah, they don't ever have embarrassing things happen to them, like even at the Oscars night of. It never happens.
Never get the
Ever.
egg on their face.
We've had a pretty amazing run of crazy things happening at the Oscars. Like,
In
if
our
we get a
lifetime.
normal one this year, it's going to be like, oh,
I'll boycott.
we've done
I
two
want crazy
streams.
shit.
We've done two
streams
streams
and two crazy things have
just
happened.
what things have happened?
The weirdest ending in Oscar, well, second weirdest ending in Oscars outside
Yes.
of Moonlight, and then
Wait, what was that one?
It was the one where Chadwick Boseman didn't win.
The first
Oh,
year they
yeah.
didn't do Best Picture as the last
They did it
Oscar.
last,
And so
expecting
everyone
Chadwick to
expected
win.
Chadwick to win. And then they
Right.
gave it to Anthony Hopkins.
Who
and
was
Joaquin
asleep.
Phoenix just goes, that's it, it's over. And it
Yeah.
ended.
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins wasn't even there to take the award. He was just
Because
didn't
he
show
didn't
up.
think he was going to win.
No,
Yeah.
and he woke up the next morning and he was like, "Oh, I won."
And he
Wow.
like apologized for it.
It
He
was
had to
the
say sorry.
weirdest thing.
So
Kay says, I love Oscar streams. We do too. We'll probably do another one.
Always a good time.
Always
Yeah.
a good time.
I wish they would make the Oscar shorter by 1 full hour. That's my
don't.
only complaint.
That'd be
I
nice.
disagree. Okay, here's
I think
my
there's
thing,
too
and we
much
talked about
fluff
this.
in the middle of the.
We talked
meat
about this
of it.
the other night on the Do You Like Apple's Spotify Live, where just give me my old boring long Oscars. I don't need it truncated. I don't need like fun stuff where like we vote
Okay.
like the fans.
I think that's
vote.
what's
I'm
it.
with
Like,
that. I don't
if
want
you're-
all the extra crap and then
Yeah.
getting rid of other awards. I want the awards. Give me all the awards.
I
Yes.
don't want musical numbers.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want, here's
Weird
the history behind this.
Sticks.
I don't want
yeah.
I don't want Transformers Age of Extinction to win an Oscar. And that's what happened last year because they did the fan vote. And that was so stupid because like people are just going to go in there and troll. Nobody cared about Transformers Age of Extinction, but people saw like let's just like freaking troll this vote and make it win. Which is what happened. So, sorry. I'll get off my soapbox now. Just give me my boring Oscars. That's all I want. And come hang out with us during
Steve
our boring
Martin hosted Oscars.
Yeah,
Yes.
come back and hang out with us during our boring Oscar streams because we always have a good time. And we're gonna have a draft this year to draft nominees, and so that'll be fun to keep up with and make fun of each other for. So, guys, is there anything else? Like that's all I really had for Oscar stuff. Those were kind of the big things. But did anybody have anything else that they wanted to talk about? They wanted to bring up about nominations, snubs, the show itself, the Academy.
I think with the Oscars this year, we should, we always pick who we think is going to win, and the winner gets respect and honor amongst the four of us, obviously.
To honor.
I don't even know who won last year, but
I don't remember
I
either.
always forget.
I think it was Mob. Mob always wins that stuff.
I
It's
thought
so
it was
annoying.
actually might have been me.
It could have been you.
I
We
don't
can go
know.
back and
I
watch
really
it.
don't know.
I'm sure
We
we,
could
got
figure it out.
somewhere.
I know I won maybe a few years ago. Anyway, I think we should do some just to keep it interesting on the stream. We should have a couple props that we all bet against, so that we can have something going on all the time. So
That's fine. We can figure that out.
whatever
I'm
that would
all
be.
for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you say props, you're saying like we have our own props.
No. Oh, you live
Yes,
in a
props.
place as an state where betting isn't legal from your phone. Oh, all
See,
three of you do. Oh,
yeah.
that's cute. So prop
Mob
bets.
can actually bet the props if he wants
Good
to.
for you, man. Good for
Well,
you.
I can do it from my phone. I know you guys can do it other ways, but I can do it. Like I could place one right now if I wanted to. A prop bet is a bet on something like, say, Michelle Yeoh's speech will be over or under 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, and we'll
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll talk more about that later. But
We'll
yeah,
have
anything else
timers.
you want to add about Oscars nominations? Anything?
I
Now's the
don't.
time.
I'm just very
Yeah.
excited. I think my favorite and nomination this year has been Carrie Condon. I just loved her.
She's great.
And
She was
and
great.
She was phenomenal. And I'm like, that's Mike Ehrmantraut's daughter-in-law from Breaking Bad, and
Oh,
she's
shit.
she's delightful.
Yeah, I also am very, very. I think this Oscar season for me has been the like kind of Brendan Fraser, but mostly Ke-Huy Quan. Just like I'm so excited for him, and like I hope
Him
he
and
wins.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, so
Michelle Yeoh's mine.
that's been the most fun part. And this honestly, doing this podcast during this time of year, this is my favorite time to do it because we got a lot of fun stuff, a lot of awards,
Yeah.
all that good stuff. So
I love like March through like August when there's just no movies and we're just grasping at straws to talk about.
yeah, when it's just dead and we're like,
It's
maybe
just
we
like,
should
well,
take
did
a
anybody
break.
go see the latest Transformers movie?
Has anyone seen
No.
Croods 2 yet?
Croods
Croods.
2?
Never.
Croods 3 coming.
Well,
to
cool,
theaters.
guys. Well, we will do an Oscar stream. I believe it's March 12th, if I'm not mistaken, is when the Oscars is.
Fun fact about that day, that will be like 10 days into Kate not being here because she's going to Kenya for like a mission trip with
What?
her work. And
Cool.
so I will
Wow.
have regressed
so that'll
greatly.
be basically
that
Wait,
time.
when is this?
Nice.
I might be on stream eating hot chicken shirtless. You never know.
Dude, you should just stream.
That was the
for
exact
10
image I
days.
had.
You should
Baby.
just stream for 10 days straight on our channel and just do like a subathon and see if we can get a bunch of subs.
Wiping hot
Just
chicken
you
all
playing
over his
Hogwarts
bare
Yeah,
Legacy.
I'm
face.
picturing Ben Stiller at the end of Dodgeball, but Mob.
Yeah.
Freaking
No,
Chuck
Mom, seriously,
Norris.
you should do that. You should just play Hogwarts Legacy on the stream for like 12 hours or like 12 days and like,
I mean, I have to work.
take off. Subathon. I'll get on there with you. I'll just watch you play, but I'll be in like the little box to the side giving you commentary. It'll be good. Kay says March 12th is daylight savings, so do not forget to set your clocks. Tom, do we have any anniversaries?
We do.
Before Tom's anniversary, real quick question for the group.
Uh-huh.
Daylight saving, did we get rid of it?
No.
Did it, what?
It's not going anywhere. It should, but we're not. It's not
I
going
thought
anywhere.
we passed
I
something.
thought there was something like a bill that was being passed.
Did
Nope,
it die
sorry.
on the floor of the house or something?
Nope, sorry.
What
You still got to do that. You are obligated to change your clocks twice a year. Sorry.
I thought it just wasn't taking effect for like another year.
There was a whole big story about it last year.
Yeah.
No, you read that.
We were
wrong.
bragging about it.
Sorry.
Wrong.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look into that.
I can't
'Cause
read,
I
so
don't something about that's not right. Anywho, happy 5-year anniversary to we got a multi hitter here. I, Tanya, Phantom Thread, and Call Me by Your Name.
Ooh, nice.
all
Call
heavy
me
hitters.
by your name.
Did anybody see Phantom Thread?
Yep.
No, it looked boring.
Sure did.
Boring. That's exactly what I was going to say, Tom.
More like the Phantom Snooze. Anyway,
Phantom.
Bedtime.
There it
happy
is.
happy 10-year anniversary to movie 43.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
I don't even know what that is. Movie 43. What is that?
It's just like it was like a weird comedy ensemble movie, and it was really
With
bad.
like a bunch of people.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
look
bunch
at
of
that
famous people.
cast.
it was like different
Yeah,
stories.
but it
or
was-
something.
Jeremy
it was
Allen White.
Awful.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah, it was.
Miss
It was
Stone?
don't just.
They're
stop.
like
Christopher-
they're like all in the movie for just very
You're gonna
short periods
think
of time.
you're gonna
Halle
you're gonna-
Berry?
You're gonna convince yourself that this is something you need to see, and it's not.
Elizabeth. This is every famous person ever is in this movie.
You're right. There's a lot of famous people in it, but it's just don't.
That usually means
don't,
it's gonna be bad.
Don't.
I don't remember this.
Don't take the bait, Kevin.
Movie 43.
Kevin, stop it. Tom.
3.6.
Kevin, stop it.
Not good. I'm intrigued by this now.
Any-
Kevin's
Anywho.
gonna be like, I should maybe start Succession, but movie 43.
movie 43. Maybe I'll
See, Succession. I feel like I'm too far behind.
You're not. Just watch it. Just. Put
I've
it
also
on. Just
had
do
things
it.
spoiled just being on the internet, so I just feel like things I know that happen in seasons 1 and 2.
Okay, don't watch it then. Just don't. Fine.
All right,
Do
I
whatever
probably
you
won't,
Don't
so.
watch it.
Deal. Or I'll just wait like 10 years, like I did with Game of Thrones.
Tom.
Game of
Happy
Thrones.
25-year anniversary to Desperate Measures with Andy Garcia and Michael Keaton.
We don't get movies named like Desperate Measures anymore, and I'm not okay with it.
Yeah, I miss movies.
I have
named
a
like
very
that. Double Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Absolute power.
Yes.
I have a pretty good let me look up the poster real quick, but I think it's like just their
Executive
faces.
decision.
What a terrible.
We don't
movie.
get enough movie posters with just like just giant faces of the actors that are in it.
Face Off.
And
Oh,
yeah, that kind of
kill.
Now
stuff.
that's a movie. That is a movie.
Oh,
The Client. Well,
The
cool.
Firm.
Well, Tom, thank you for the movie.
We don't get
anniversary.
any John Grisham movies anymore. What's with that? Bye, Kevin.
Oh,
Bye, Kevin. Kevin decided he didn't want to be here anymore. So, well, with that, I guess we're pretty much done for this episode. Do you guys
That's
got
cool.
anything else you need to say?
Kevin's a butt munch.
Kevin's a butt munch. All right, well, here's the thing. We are the CineBoiz podcast, part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network. First and foremost, we are a podcast, so be sure to rate, review, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. It goes a long way for us. Write reviews. That also goes a long way for us. If you write a review, you might have us read it on the stream. So think about that. You can also follow us on social media at CineBoiz, Twitter and Instagram. And then check us out on youtube.com/corkbats, twitch.tv/thecinneboys, and corkbats.com. Guys, I guess we'll reconvene in a little bit for Oscar nomination draft here on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch right now hanging out, don't go anywhere because we'll be back in a few minutes. If not, if you're just listening, thank you so much, and we will have a new podcast for you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Recording stopped.
Bye.